Hello everyone, in this video I would like to review Module 12, Week 12. I'm also going to review Module 13, Week 13. I'm going to be brief in reviewing Module 12 since it's almost over. Now for Module 12, you were supposed to submit your group presentation, which many of you did. That was due on the 5th. And after submitting your group presentation, which I've called RIA, Written Inquiry in Academic Writing, you are then supposed to respond and question each other. You were supposed to question each other's, pose questions to other group members, and then respond to them as well, because they would respond to you. Now, in the assignment, which I'm looking at right now, I stated clearly what you needed to do. You were all individually supposed to pose critical questions to your assigned group by the date listed here, and then you were supposed to respond individually to questions posed to your group members by the date listed here. Unfortunately, it looks like many of you missed the information and you didn't do what I asked you to do. I am going to be generous by giving you guys another opportunity. I understand if you missed the instruction, maybe you're not reading carefully, but then if you look at the discussion board under group presentation forum, reading, writing, and inquiry, I also posted a notice here. In fact, I even challenge you to read me. I said, read me notice to all group members. So this is how you know which group you are going to question and which group you are going to respond to. So group A was supposed to question group B, B, C, C, D, A in that order, and similarly when responding, group A would respond to group B, would respond to group A, group C would respond to group B, and group D would respond to group C, and group A to D. Now if one group doesn't respond to you and you are ready to do the work, as one student has reached out to me, I will give you the permission, because I cannot wait on a group who is not diligent or who is not completing the assignment in order for forever. So I'm going to let you, I'll give you the opportunity for to move on to question another group. And on that note, I would move to Module 13, Week 13. This module is important because this is the module in which you are supposed to turn in, I repeat, you are supposed to pay attention to the last Grammar Express PowerPoint presentation. Now in week 14, you will be turning in all your Grammar Express quizzes. So if I were you, I would get started sooner. I have been saying this over and over again, that do not wait until the last week when it's due, because it's going to be a lot for you to complete. Now I'm going to say this. I'm not going to grade at least 2 of them, but I won't tell you which 2 I'm not going to grade. If you don't submit it, then you have a lot to lose. But if you submit it and you do your best, then you don't have anything to lose. Okay, so if you're listening to this, remember it's your responsibility to complete all assignments and activities in the class. You're not just supposed to skip through some activities and do the one you like or you don't like. Okay, so that's just a friendly reminder on Grammar Express quizzes, which will all be due in week 14. And the last presentation you're supposed to look at is for this week. I gave you enough time. In fact, before spring break, I commented on your summary and response papers. So you should be turning in your final draft this week. If you didn't turn in the first draft, know you have an opportunity that you work on the final draft to give it your best shot, so you can make up for the missed points for the first draft. And if you turn that in by the deadline I'd asked you to, I would have commented on it. But since the final draft is close by, I wouldn't have time to comment on it before you turn it in. But you can give it your best shot by looking at the previous review I did on feedback for the paper. Now, in week 12, you should have received your feedback after spring break, as I said. So that should that should help you write a better or perhaps much improved final draft for your summary response paper. There is also going to be an activity which I have called response to attacks, which you will submit on the 12th, and that's a discussion board activity. And afterwards, there is a practice quiz on subject-verb agreement, and that I expect you to complete. It's not graded, but it's practice, hopefully to prepare you for the Grammar Express number 4 presentation. And on that note, I want to say that you should get to work if you haven't completed the discussion board posts on the group presentation. If you're in group A, B, C, D, you all have responsibilities. None of you have completed it so far. I am currently working on your PowerPoint presentation. I'm currently reviewing and grading it, so I should have feedback for you latest next week. Thank you, and have a wonderful week.